Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It seems lately that we are getting more and more game remakes. I don't know if that is due to game studios trying to refresh a franchise, or perhaps an overwhelming customer outreach, or some other reason entirely. But one thing I do know, some video games are so great that they deserve a reboot with all the fancy updates available with today's technology. Now, one of those great games is Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Now, this remake comes out August 28th of 2025 for the PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S, and of course, it's developed and published by KONAMI. Now, Snake Eater first debuted way back in 2004 for the PS2, and is considered, and rightfully so, one of the greatest video games to come out for the PS2, and some even say one of the greatest of all time. Now, the story was fantastic with some great voice acting, the cutscenes were cutting edge for the time, the gameplay mechanics and battle sequences were both fun and engaging, and it introduced some really cool features like the camouflage and the injury and treatment system. Now, I remember stealthing around while in the Soviet forest, trying to make sure I had the correct camouflage on, keeping food in my backpack, keeping that stamina meter up, and more importantly, using the new close-quarter combat methods to its fullest extent. The new installment promises everything from the original, but we can expect all new graphics and 3D audio to enhance the gameplay even further. Now, the detailed graphics look phenomenal and will showcase authentic-to-life portrayals. The development team goes into detail saying the damaged Snake Eater encounters will be present on his clothes and body. So for example, bullet wounds will leave their mark, telling a story for each player's unique journey through the game. Now, the dev team is also giving us updates to the control style and the camera view. So for the control style, players can choose a more modern control style that lets you focus entirely on the game. However, you can also opt for the classic controls, which more closely recreates the feel of the original game. And speaking to the camera view, we can choose between the overhead view that we're all accustomed to with the original, or we can choose the third-person view to get a little closer to the action. Now, I also have to mention this strange little mini game they're releasing with the game, where you basically run through the forest and catch monkeys. So there's that. Now, regardless if you're familiar with the original game or just now jumping into the Metal Gear franchise, this remake looks like one great addition to gamers everywhere. So be sure to mark your calendars for late August, as this game will not be one to miss out on.
Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
Is that why you abandoned me?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
Are you one of Vulcan's men?
No. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain. That's what they were making you build?
Yes, the Shagohod.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo.
If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by crew? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
Even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger.
Colonel!
It'll be our friend, the American defector.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times.
Sorry I'm late.